The Unbelievable Story of Keemstar and DramaAlert by Sunny V2. Interestingly enough, I don't know that much about Keemstar specifically or like the whole DramaAlert thing. There were some things that I know of that were catastrophic. For example, the one situation where Keemstar falsely accused somebody of being a child diddler, which was not the case. Aside from that, there were some other things as well. I think he did actually back to back.
What is up, DramaAlert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar.
Yo, everybody type in the chat, Alex is a stupid name.
Do you have any idea how fast I am?
Why?
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Now I know where that one came from, that meme. I know exactly where that came from.
Am I still getting a?
Alright, Ranger Joe, now I'm gonna give it to you. Like I gave it to your mom last night.
I'm sure that 90% of you watching right now already know who Keemstar is, on the surface at least. You know Keemstar to be the love-to-hate veteran gnome YouTuber from DramaAlert, but perhaps you don't know the full story of Keemstar. And when I say full story, I mean full story. Where he came from all the way up until where he is now. How did Keemstar go from an upstate New York legal collections officer to one of the most influential drama reporters in YouTube?
Legal collection officer? That is a new one. Cat, you okay?
History. Following hours and hours of extensive research, I bring you the Keemstar documentary. Let's go back to the
If you do so much bullshit that you get a whole ass documentary for you is crazy. I hate this man with a burning passion. I do not like him either, especially after the entire, you know, like PDF file allegations against that one old dude. Keem reports news about YouTube drama, death, and allegations similar to Philip DeFranco. Keem is doing video on Snapchat. Okay, interesting.
Very beginning, before DramaAlert, before H3H3, before even Black Ops trolling. How did Keemstar even get into YouTube? Back in 2009, a very unknown to the world individual by the name of Daniel Keem was working at an attorney's office doing legal collections in upstate New York.
I was never planning to do YouTube, right? I worked at an attorney's office. I did collections, legal collections.
One night, after getting a big bonus check from work, Mr. Keem of upstate New York got extremely intoxicated at a bar. He came home and started trolling people on Xbox.
Took everyone in the office out for drinks, got completely wasted, went home, got on Xbox Live, and just started.
So bro found out he had a talent for this after trolling people on Xbox. That is wild.
Talking shit to people because that's what I like to do. And I was especially really drunk.
But it turns out someone was recording his trolling and uploaded it to YouTube.
And someone actually recorded me in that game and put it up on YouTube. And I had no idea that I was on YouTube or anything, but like the next day I get on Xbox Live and my messages are just filled. I saw your YouTube video, you're hilarious.
I feel like I'm a gorilla with a baseball bat fighting a with a spoon.
The person that uploaded Keem's trolling then invited Keem to join their trolling group, which at the time was known as...
Okay, so bro came actually originally from Xbox, like Halo, trolling. Okay. Wished you hadn't done YouTube. We wished you hadn't done it. Should have stayed with the Xbox trolling.
As FAG, Federation of A-Hole Gamers.
He goes, dude.
Wait, I can't say this word. That name was picked on purpose. That name was picked. Federation of A-Hole Gamers. The name was picked on purpose. The FAG. I see you.
You're the funniest dude like I've ever heard. Best trash talker. He's like, you should make videos with us. We just formed this group. We're like, you know, messing with kids, talking trash to them in this game.
Daniel Keem accepted FAG's offer, and the first of many Keemstar channels was then created on the 1st of October 2009, which was named X-DJ Keemstar. At the time, Keemstar had his own channel as well as a group for the FAG members.
Hi guys, my name is DJ Keemstar. Whether you are an MLG tryhard or just playing to have fun, gamers have always laughed hysterically at the videos that the FAG has created.
The FAG channel absolutely blew up in the early days of YouTube, reaching 250,000 subscribers in 2009, which Keemstar believes to be the equivalent of about 10 million subscribers in recent times.
I mean, we got 250,000 subscribers, which back then was like, in 2009, that was like literally having like, I don't know, 10 million subs today, right?
Yeah.
The FAG channel blew up because they had such an unfiltered, over-the-top, hilarious trolling style that no one else had the courage to replicate at the time.
Oh, I want you on your back. Oh no, I want you on your knees. I'll prop you up on your knees. Say my name. Say my name. Say Keemstar. Say Keemstar.
What the fuck? Can I recommend a video? Of course you can, Croc. It's okay, I'll say it for you. Scream it from your lung. You should know Philip DeFranco. He's way better than Keemstar. I'm well aware of Philip DeFranco. I'm aware that that guy exists.
Go girl, go girl. Come on, cupcake. Let me lick the frosting. Let me lick the frosting. Oh, 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 oh.
I need you, chat. I need new ears. Who wants to pay for new ears?
Oh, yeah.
Following Keemstar's blow up from the FAG channel on YouTube, Keemstar began live streaming on Blog TV in late 2009, early 2010, where he would grow his trolling reputation further. Blog TV was one of, if not the leading live stream site long before Twitch was around. The website had deals with people like Philip DeFranco, Shane Dawson, and as noted, Keemstar. Keemstar claimed to be getting around 2,000 to 3,000 viewers every single night while streaming and trolling on Halo 3.
I was doing all my pranks and all my trolling and all my trash talking and all my different characters that I would do in Halo 3 in front of a live audience, pulling anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 people every single night.
That is insane. That's
very
crazy.
good.
Within 3 months of streaming on
Damn, you were able to pull these numbers back in the day even? Not bad. Me? Sure, buddy. Pay my ears.
Blog TV, Keemstar took over Philip DeFranco to become the #1 live streamer on the site. So you might even say that Keemstar was the king of streaming in the early 2010s, being the top streamer on the top site.
I only do this show for money. That's it. All right? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a scam.
However, this would create complications for Keemstar, as Microsoft put a personal vendetta on Keemstar in an attempt to stop the trolling, believing it was giving the company a bad name. So every single time that Keemstar would stream, Microsoft would put a console ban on Keemstar's Xbox, which he would then return to wherever he bought it, change the Xbox, stream again, get banned again, rinse and repeat.
I would stream for about 1 hour, get banned, console banned, can't do anything with it, it's a bricked, it's literally banned from going online. Take that the next day to GameStop, return it. Hey, this didn't work. Get a new one. Then the next day it would be Walmart.
That was a thing back then? Like you could get banned for streaming? Or did they just specifically do it to Keem? I don't know. That's odd. People talk about Philip DeFranco. It was 6 years ago. No new videos about Philip then. I'm not gonna recommend that. Okay. I only do it for money. Don't clip that. I don't do it for money, thankfully. I also enjoy talking to you goofy people.
And I would just switch places just so I could keep doing it. That became so stressful and so much hell that I needed to find something else to do because Microsoft was trying to shut me down.
Keemstar would also begin live streaming on a website called Battlecam, which was launched in 2010 by billionaire Alki David. The site was set up like this. 2 people would have a verbal argument or conversation, and the people watching would vote for who stays in and gets voted out. Keemstar would bring his army of 2,000 plus viewers from Blog TV and have them consistently vote for him, so whoever came up against Keemstar had absolutely no hope of staying in the spotlight. This is where the infamous "Alex is a stupid N-word" clip came from. A video that has absolutely haunted Keemstar Keemstar to this day. This is how the story goes as told by Keemstar. Battlecamps was a site where anything could be said. There was no being nice, there was no being respectful like Twitch these days. Keemstar as well as an African American by the name of Alex were moderators on the site. Alex began to make jokes about Keemstar being Italian, highlighting Italian stereotypes to throw at Keemstar. In retaliation, Keemstar got
Bro got trolled by being called Italian. They did it to keep because he was trolling and they didn't like that, I guess. Apparently so. Apparently so. Goofy, I would say interesting, and goofy. Very goofy.
Everyone from the chat to call Alex a stupid. Well, I'll just let the clip talk for itself.
Alex is doing this shit. You f***ing nigger. I swear.
Did he just drop the N-word? There is no way he did that. Because the drama channel. I mean, I do react to a lot of drama. I don't create drama. Just like I just enjoy it. Just enjoy watching it.
God, I'm gonna find out.
Yo, everybody type in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger. Just type in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger.
Oh my god. The dark days were so unhinged. The dark days were so unhinged.
Even 11 years later, this meme still pops up all around the place and is well known by most who follow Keemstar.
But it wasn't until 2012 when it started to turn and it started being used against me. Like, because the internet changed, right? Like, if you're a racist, you're...
So let's do a little timeline check. It's 2010. Everything seems to be going well for Keemstar.
So back 2010, you weren't able to easily drop the M-bomb. I can say the N-word. Nintendo.
Keemstar. He's the protagonist on a huge YouTube channel called FAG, #1 streamer on Blog TV, moderator on Battlecams. He clearly had a solid following and audience, however, Keemstar's audience dynamic was quite strange. There was a load of people who hated him because they believed he was brash and disrespectful, but on the other hand, people loved him because he had no filter and didn't care what anyone thought of him. We can observe this dynamic as articulated with this screenshot of his original YouTube channel from November 2009. So with this in mind, Keemstar began to build up a reputation as someone who was willing to say literally anything, which people found admirable, and it's safe to say that this is a trait he's carried on to this day. However, having this trolling toxic audience where Keemstar had an army of people who hated him started to work against Keemstar. Keemstar decided that he was going to join one of the YouTube networks as we covered in the Machinima video. Turns out the network that he decided to join was run by a hacker, but Keemstar was promoting the network, meaning that people were joining the network under Keemstar's recommendation then being hacked by the owners. This ultimately had Keemstar banned from YouTube and blacklisted so he couldn't make any account on YouTube without it being deleted.
Right, so it became this big ordeal and they shut down my...
There's two ways of hate. Hate because you're doing something wrong and hate because you're doing something right. I prefer the second one. If people hate me, yeah. They better hate me for being right. God, 2010, real. I was 9 in 2010. Oh my god.
channel for it. And I'm like, what do I do now?
Keemstar would continue to make various accounts, but because Keemstar created an audience consisting of trolls and people who hated him, the trolls would always just tell YouTube that Keemstar had a new channel, ultimately getting him banned.
Because of who I was and the trolling and stuff like that, there were a lot of people constantly notifying YouTube, here's his new channel, take it down. So I would build these channels that get 30,000 subs, get taken down.
On top of this, the main FAG channel was then deleted. Keemstar claimed that the FAG channel getting banned was a story in itself on the Misfits podcast.
Channel got banned, that's a whole nother story. I want to know how the channel got banned.
But I can't find any source for why it was deleted on the internet. So if you guys have the reason or the story, feel free to post in the comments. So Keemstar went from the position of being the #1 streamer on Blog TV, as well as being on one of the biggest channels on YouTube, to having every single YouTube...
I think, to be fair, you can't even complain. Like, you get the audience that you attract. And I get the crazy ones. VTuber says the N-word. New headlines in the VTuber community. There was a chick, right? A chick who streamed, a VTuber, and who was constantly spamming the N-word. She was not black. I can tell you that much. That was interesting.
channel banned and every single console being blocked as soon as he would start streaming. By 2011, it's safe to say that Keemstar didn't have much opportunity to grow on the internet, given the boundaries put in place by third parties that wanted to put an end to his disruptive behavior.
The trolling stuff was done and over with, right? Didn't know what I was going to do in my career.
However, 2011 would also be the year where multiple things would start to turn in the favour of Keemstar. Keemstar made a realisation that a lot of the big Call of Duty players began to play this strange indie game that appeared to be rising in popularity both socially and on YouTube.
Big Call of Duty YouTuber at the time starts playing this weird indie game. What is this 8-bit weird indie game? Alright, just it makes no sense to anyone, right?
A game that he believed to have the potential to take the spot as the #1 game at the time. This game was what we now know as Minecraft.
Oh my.
The good old days. Where you just had not to worry about any bullshit. Where you not had to worry about relationships, building yourself a future, you were just able to be a kid. I wonder why the group name that was the group name that was banned. I will not say FAG.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god!
However, Keemstar noticed one main issue with this Minecraft game. It was only available on computer, and there were hundreds of thousands of people wanting to play it on console.
Minecraft on a console. And that's an awesome idea, and if someone could do it and do it right, it would be amazing. I would play it pretty much every day.
It was around the same time that Keemstar started to get notified of a Minecraft ripoff that was coming to Xbox by the name.
The good old Minecraft ripoffs. They were everywhere back in the day. Every fucking where. My childhood was Terraria, not Minecraft. I had Rear Peak. I mean, Terraria's pretty good. I've never played it with like mods and stuff, but it is pretty good.
Name of Fortresscraft. The stars just seem to align for Keemstar here. Thousands of kids wanting to play Minecraft, they all have consoles. There was an amazing opportunity here and Keemstar wanted to get in on it.
Get me in contact with this dude. So I got in contact with that dude.
Keemstar then got in contact with the creator of the game and offered to promote the game in exchange for a cut of the company. The owner of the game was reluctant at first, so Keemstar had to do something in order to show the owner that he could really make things work for this game.
I go, okay, I'm going to promote this game for 24 hours. I fire it up and I'm just going to prove to you what I can do.
Keemstar had all of his fans spam every YouTuber and gaming website in order to let everyone know that this Minecraft for Xbox game was coming out.
Like, oh, this game is coming, Minecraft clone is coming, da-da-da-da. Within 24 hours, this game has so much publicity. Every gaming website does an article on it.
This proved to the owners of the game that Keemstar could be influential in the growth of Fortresscraft. The owners then gave Keemstar 30% ownership of the game, which was followed by 2 million sales once the game was released.
The guy gives me 30% ownership of the game.
Interesting, but that game, I've never heard of that game, so it probably is dead. That was also great internet usage for me, but now I'm constantly on the internet.
And the game comes out and it sells 2 million copies.
So what did Keemstar have at this point? Well, he had a bunch of money, but still not really any online presence. He bought himself a new car and a new house, but probably figured out having a lot of things and nothing to do is a pretty unfulfilling life. Keemstar wanted to get back into the internet world. He wanted to start working again.
I needed a new shtick because, you know, the trolling in online games, it wasn't the hit thing that it was before. There were so many other people that were doing it at that point.
It was also around this time when another YouTuber had recently blown up on the website. A YouTuber that these days is subject to much controversy, but at the time was considered an absolute legend. I'm talking about the one and only Is Me Blade. Keemstar and Blade began to form a friendship following Keemstar and Blade accidentally getting in contact with each other.
I was like, dude, can you get me in a Skype call with this Keemstar guy? So getting this call and Keem's like, Blade, bro, huge fan. Because Keem and I both kind of started at the same time.
Blade then decided to move from Seattle to Buffalo to go and live 5 minutes from Keemstar.
Keem has
Was that really worth it? I'm just questioning, was that really worth it to move to somebody? Maybe it gave them the financial gain, I guess so. Was it really worth it to meet such a trash person? True.
Girlfriend and a daughter. He can't move. I had no restraints, so I moved from Seattle to Buffalo, and got a house about 5 minutes away from Keems.
Blade and Keemstar then began doing the Bad Kid podcast, which was very popular and blew up. However, Keemstar was blacklisted from YouTube, so the channels kept getting deleted over and over again.
Started a podcast with one of my friends called The Bad Kid Show. That blew up, but the channels kept getting deleted and shut down and shut down and shut down. So we'd make new channels and just keep doing the podcast, right?
Keemstar and Only Use Me Blade then began getting really addicted to the show Newsroom while living close to each other in mid-2012.
Got addicted to this show called Newsroom on HBO. Like addicted. Like I was in that world.
Newsroom was a political drama series on HBO that ran from 2012 to 2014. The show was based on a fictional newsroom covering politics. Keemstar got so into the show that he started to realize that an idea like this might actually be able to work on YouTube. There was the occasional beef going on between people, but very few people reporting on it or even mentioning it. So Keemstar would go on
Bro got his idea from a TV show. I guess if it works, it works. That's interesting.
Twitter and jokingly report on the beef between YouTubers as a meme.
When people started like fighting back and forth in the COD community at the time, on Twitter, I would like shoutcast it. I would say, you know, so-and-so said this about so-and-so, #DramaAlert.
Then the idea of DramaAlert in video format began to crystallize for Keemstar.
And then one day, beef broke out between a guy called White Boy 7th Street and Blame Truth. And I said, F it, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to read the tweets back and forth and make it in an organized manner where people can understand exactly what took place.
So that's when Keemstar and Blade came up with the official idea of DramaAlert.
I remember being in Buffalo watching Newsroom with Keem, and that's where I think it's we came up with the whole concept of DramaAlert. And then obviously it took off there.
The first DramaAlert video was then uploaded in what Keem says to be early 2012.
What year would that have been?
Early 2012.
Yeah.
However, Newsroom didn't get...
I feel so old. I feel so old. This is back in the dark ages. Nah, this is not back in... This is back in the great ages, in my prime. I'll pay $1,000 to fight last for the Poke. I'll pay $1,000 to fight Blasphemous HD. I just want to see you beat the crap out of him. Real, I dislike cheaters. I hate cheaters with a passion. In one of the Hurt Kids prisons too nice of a punishment. Usually those people are usually very much cooked in prison.
It released until June 2012, and Keemstar stated in the No Jumper interview that it was actually 2013. So we'll go with 2013.
What year was this?
This was like
1942.
2013, I think.
The very first DramaAlert video was based on some drama going on between two Call of Duty YouTubers, Blame Truth and White Boy 7th Street.
And I decided to make a video once on these two YouTubers that were fighting, Blame Truth and a guy called White Boy 7th Street. And when that video took off the way it did on a channel that was just brand new that I just started, that's when I knew that, holy shit, I was onto something. And I went on to create DramaAlert.
This video exploded, getting 100,000 views in the first 24 hours on a brand new channel.
I got 100,000 views on a brand new channel.
Jeez, that's massive.
24 hours.
Following this, the channel got 30,000 subscribers in the first 30 days, with every single video having over 100,000 views. This rare screenshot of DramaAlert from the 4th of January 2013, approximately 16 days after the creation of the channel on the 19th of December 2012, shows the channel already having 593,000 views and 24,500 subscribers. There's very few channels that can boast that many views and subs only 2 weeks after starting. However, we can't forget, Keemstar was still blacklisted on YouTube. He wasn't allowed to make a channel without it being banned. So from late 2012 all the way up until early 2014, Keemstar had 4 different DramaAlert channels that all got banned after hitting 100,000 subscribers.
In 2014, I had 4 channels get over 100,000 subscribers that they shut down.
It was only...
Bro was literally fighting with YouTube to stay on here. This is funny. Meanwhile, others get their channel mistakenly deleted and they cannot get it back again. Isn't that funny?
Only when Keemstar created the now huge DramaAlert channel on the 15th of June 2014 that Keemstar finally figured out a way to get around him getting banned every single time he started a new channel.
Eventually, I teamed up with Freedom. You guys know them, right?
Yep.
And they went to YouTube and figured out a solution where I could just be on the channel, but technically not own it because it's not my name. And
So Keemstar finally had the ability to grow a channel without the risk of being banned. He was like a dog off a leash in an open field. But giving Keemstar free speech would also come with its own set of problems and controversies, as might be predicted from his line of reporting. Keemstar remained relatively low profile from mid-2014, creating his DramaAlert episodes and growing steadily in size. Keemstar had a burst of 106,000 subscribers in the month of December 2014, so you can say that Keemstar was well and truly established as a drama YouTuber by 2015, which happens to be the same year as Keemstar's first big DramaAlert controversy, specifically the Bashiverse controversy of April 2015. Now, Keemstar states that he thinks the best story he believes to have ever covered is the Bashiverse story, as it was never ending and became so elaborate and ended up having a global reach.
I would say that the best.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that that would be one of the better things, because consider this. If it's we have someone in Germany that can be literally farmed. We have a chick in Germany that can be farmed to oblivion. There's one content creator who farms this chick. So yeah, depending on who you're covering in drama, you can farm these people. Imagine streaming on YouTube. It does have the better reach. YouTube does have the better reach.
Story that I ever covered was the Bashiverse story, because it was never ending. The story just kept going and going and going and going, and it became so elaborate.
However, many people in the YouTube community criticized Keemstar for belittling Basher, destroying his YouTube career and basically driving him off the internet.
You got to make videos every day. For the last 6 months, you haven't done shit. You just fucking gave up. You let Jarrett or Garrett or whoever calling you a pedo win. You let them win, and you can't do that.
However, it creates the age-old argument that Basher shouldn't have been doing the things that got him on DramaAlert in the first place. So it's hard to blame Keem, but it's just another stupid thing to endlessly argue about. I'll let you draw your own conclusion.
And Keemstar just keeps freaking, it's just constant barrage. Like, all my videos are like, I've been up for so long and I'm so stressed right now, and it's just...
However, this controversy was only minor compared to what Keemstar would do only 8 months later in January.
Yeah, this old man, Keemstar, said he was if I remember correctly, a file. He was not. He was just a regular dude. D-Luke farms us all of us for shorts. I mean, there are some good moments that I could turn into shorts from your chat messages. For example, the H2O thing. I've looked at that already and was like, that has potential. That has potential.
2016. On the 9th of January 2016, Keemstar would make what he called the biggest mistake of his YouTube career.
The biggest one is probably, getting a story wrong. And that was the 65-year-old guy, Tony, the RuneScape player.
Keemstar accused 62-year-old RuneScape Twitch streamer RS Glory and Gold of being John Phillips, a convicted felon who was in jail for being interested in children. One of the people in the DramaAlert team had created the story for Keemstar to read out, which Keemstar did without double checking whether the information was accurate. Well, it turns out the information was very much not accurate at all.
Come to find out, completely wrong. I'm like, how did this get in here? I start tearing up my manager. I'm like, how the hell did this get in here?
The person who put the story in for Keemstar to read only...
That's why you go double checking. You have potential for a nice pit 6 feet underground. I mean, like 50 to 60 years you can come with that.
Verified the story by simply saying that the Twitch streamer and the...
I ain't dying. I have a job to do. I have a job to do.
Person in jail looked similar.
And he goes, yeah, we verified it by matching the faces. They were looking at the picture of this guy that was arrested for being a pedophile and looking at this dude's stream, and they were like, yep, looks like the same guy, good enough.
Did you hire 4chan?
Obviously, the 62-year-old RuneScape streamer was devastated by the allegations, as people were coming into his stream accusing him of something that he clearly didn't do.
I know who and what I am, and my real friends know who and what I am, and they stuck by me. Thank you very much for everything.
Keemstar tried to make up for the allegations by offering the streamer $20,000 cash, but the streamer refused to take the money and just wanted his stream to be shouted out.
They're like, look, we just want you to be Tony's friend. And then I quickly started to understand that by being Tony's friend, it meant that you have to shout out his stream.
However, months after the incident, after all the hype had died down, the streamer expected Keemstar to continue to shout him out. And Keemstar was in a tough position because it was hard to refuse considering Keem had put him in such a bad position to begin with.
So then he starts hitting me up, right? And it's...
Why are you not double checking? Why are you not double checking before you read out the story? What is this? Is that Santa? No, it isn't.
Like a lot of guilt trip, like, hey man, can you shout me out? And how am I supposed to say no? I can't say no. So I start shouting him out.
After shouting the streamer out over 50 times, Keemstar got very sick of shouting him out and stopped. At which point, the 62-year-old streamer started saying that Keemstar had ruined his life and career from the initial allegations. Eventually, as you might guess, Keemstar got pretty sick of having to be a crutch for this streamer who was accidentally accused, as even 1 year later, the streamer was still talking about how Keemstar ruined things for him. To this day, there's been continual beef between the streamer, RS Glory and Gold, and Keemstar. Ironically, Keemstar was then removed off the YouTube blacklist only 1 month later in February 2016. Kind of interesting that this would be the month to be removed off the blacklist considering the massive mistake 1 month previously. The infamous Keemstar content cop by iDubbbz was then created on the 5th of May 2000.
iDubbbz, more like iCugs, am I right? You're a cuck. Keemstar would be great at TV news. I mean, he probably could make TV news more interesting to watch.
2016, where iDubbbz criticised the actions of Keemstar in various different ways, both past and present.
On his Twitter, he will constantly allude to people being guilty or innocent or not guilty, depending on whether they go onto his show or not.
This video absolutely exploded, having 30 million views at the present time. Keemstar has stated that he thought the video was funny, and he's also said that it's been an advantage over time, as he lost subs when it first came out, but then started gaining subs after.
I sweat it for that first hour because I was losing subs, but then when I started gaining subs, I was like, whatever.
We're going to fast forward a little bit here to 2018, because most of the stuff that happened between 2016 and 2018 is just standard kind of Keemstar doing shitty things. In early 2018, however, Keemstar had another brilliant gaming business idea, similar in style to his original FortressCraft deal. Keemstar discovered that there was a hole in the market for a competitive scene on the incredibly popular game Fortnite. Keemstar, like his mindframe with FortressCraft, saw that there was millions of kids wanting to watch competitive Fortnite, but no one actually hosting it. So for this reason, Keemstar began hosting what he called Fortnite Friday in May 2018. The best Fortnite players would go up against each other to see who could get the most kills over the space of a few games, with the winners getting $20,000, usually split between 2 people. This was hosted every single Friday for 10 weeks in the beginning, getting around 600.
I mean, hey, smart decision. Can't lie. iDubbbz is totally what Imagine Poku looks like. Except I'm a little more muscular. I'm a little more muscular. And I'm not a cuck.
1,000 views per stream. However, Fortnite Friday would begin to become controversial for Keemstar, as the developers of Fortnite wanted to host their own competition. Keemstar was only offering $20,000 per competition, while the developers of Fortnite were offering over $500,000 per competition, with much more professional production, so Keemstar took a bit of a backseat in the Fortnite esports scene. However, this wouldn't be the end of Keemstar working on esports. During the Fortnite Friday period, Keemstar jokingly dropped a tweet about a fake event, Minecraft Monday. It was a joke, but a load of content creators began petitioning for Keemstar to make Minecraft Monday a real event. So Keemstar tweeted that if he gets 5,000 retweets on a Twitter post, he would make Minecraft Monday a reality. As you can probably guess, it got the retweets. The first Minecraft Monday was played on the 24th of June 2019.
Oh, Technoblade! Yeah, that was sad.
And the rest is history. Keem's reputation and name grew larger and louder through these events, which only led into the year 2020. Now, it's safe to say that 2020 has been a pretty crazy year for Keemstar already. On the 13th of March 2020, tattoo artist Romeo Lacoste filed a lawsuit against Keemstar for $3.5 million over the defamation of character. Back in March 2019, Romeo Lacoste was accused of sending inappropriate videos to underage fans, which was then covered on DramaAlert.
The biggest tattoo artist in the space on YouTube, all around the internet, his career is finished. I mean, this is bad. This is so bad. We're talking about Romeo Lacoste.
Romeo then filed the lawsuit against Keemstar for defamation. The case is yet to settle as it's so new, so it'll be interesting to see the outcome of the case in the future. Maybe if you're watching this video in the future, you might already know.
I don't know who this is. Poker vs. Cheaters. Nobody surviving. None of them. None of them.
Then more recently in May 2020, the H3H3 Keemstar drama began with Keemstar and H3 getting into a heated argument on Twitter. The content creators already had an unstable relationship dating back several years, which is interesting considering Keemstar was one of the first few guests to go on the H3H3 podcast when it first began.
We are here with the legend, the super villain, the f***ing villain of YouTube. You know him, you might love him, you might hate him, but you know him for sure. His name is Killer Keemstar.
H3H3 then uploaded the first content nuke on the 19th of May 2020, which basically...
The problem is, I dislike both of these men. I dislike both of these. I dislike both of these.
basically outlined the entirety of Keemstar's controversies, of which, as you can guess, there were many. The controversy between
Your lawsuit is up your ass? Yeah, you would like that, I know.
H3H3 and Keemstar has caused DramaAlert to slowly lose subscribers since the upload, losing 90,000 subscribers over the last 1 month as at June 2020. Keemstar also lost his long-time G Fuel sponsorship following the controversy. Keemstar claims to have walked away from the sponsorship, but I'll let you do your own research on that one. A lot of people on Twitter claim this to be the end of Keemstar's career. However, if there's anything that Keemstar's past has taught us, this little H3H3 drama is not going to be nearly enough for Keemstar to give up making his content.
If it happened to me, it wouldn't destroy me. I mean, so much. You know, there's a video of me saying the goddamn N-word 7 years ago. People make videos every day saying expose Keemstar, he's a racist and da-da-da. That didn't make me just give up. I didn't go in my hole and say, oh, everyone thinks I'm a racist. I'm done and that's...
I mean, he's not wrong. Cancel culture doesn't work. Cancel culture doesn't work if you don't allow yourself to get cancelled. It wouldn't work if people wouldn't just, like, fold like paper if there's some backlash. Yeah, cancel culture doesn't work. Just look at Dr. Disrespect. You can just also look at other people. There's some ridiculous people out there that are still there who did horrendously evil shit. They're still running.
That's it, you know? You got to go to work every day. You got to make videos every day. Basher, I've been shut down like 15 times, had to rebuild. I just never gave up. Dude, back in 2000 and...
So we can sit here and highlight all the terrible things that Keemstar has done over the years like H3H3 did. False accusations, racial remarks, general scumbaggery. But I think sometimes we're so busy hating him that we forget about some of the good things he's done as well. Think about all the awareness he might have raised for domestic violence, as well as other ways that he's helped the YouTube community which no one talks about. You can either love him or hate him, but I think we all have to unbiasedly admit that Keemstar has had a very impressive career on YouTube over the last 11 years. He's maintained relevancy and continues to grow despite waves and waves of hate, a feat that's not often achieved by others on YouTube.
I mean, it is correct that he is very much a... Like, he's like a YouTube granddaddy. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. He's been here for a long time, and I don't think he'll ever go. That's just how it is. Yeah, but that's pretty much the end of the video. I don't know. I don't hate him. I just dislike him.